Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about health tracking and keeping up with just being more aware of your health in general. I feel that health tracking has made a really big difference in my life, and I've started ever since I was a teenager tracking my calories, or trying to at the time, and I've always done that. I know that this is very subjective. Some people like to do that and some people don't, and that's perfectly fine. Everybody has what works for them. I tracked calories. I still like to do it to this day just because it helps hold me accountable. And recently I bought an Oura ring. So this ring is absolutely awesome. Especially, I felt I needed it because I had always struggled with insomnia. And I've had a lot of stress at different times in my life. So I feel like I really wanted to start tracking it. I feel that stress in my life was starting to cause a lot of physical health problems. And let's see, this lighting here is kind of crazy. It was starting to have a lot of health problems. And so being able to track my stress has been an absolute game changer. Number one, being able to look at, if you have the Oura ring, it'll show you how much sleep you got, how much deep sleep, how much REM, and how much of everything that you got. And that is a game changer because there were some nights where I genuinely felt like I did not get any sleep. And looking at that app gives me so much reassurance in knowing that okay, I'm at least getting something. And it's kind of like, as a result, I have been sleeping a lot better and getting my restored sleep. And I realized I don't need to always make up for sleep all the time because I'm actually getting what I need. So that really alleviated a lot of stress. And then the second part to that is tracking calories through the Oura ring. I had never been one to track how many calories I burned, just how much I consumed. And I found out that I had been under eating for, gosh, so many years in a row. And that's where I felt like the stress was starting to take a toll because my nervous system was breaking down. Tissues were breaking down. I was getting a lot of nerve pain and I was getting really dizzy, a lot of cervical issues. I think what triggered it was sleeping on my back, but they were starting to turn into neurological symptoms taking place. Now, I'm not saying this is the exact cause of everything, but I will say that when I started to eat enough and realize I'm actually gonna eat for what I'm burning and based on my goals more or less, I gained a healthy amount of weight, but my tissue, it wasn't even that much. It was more like all those calories were going into the tissues that were breaking down. My body desperately needed it. I thought I was healthy for the longest time. I was eating all the right foods, but I wasn't eating enough. And so, boy, tracking is a game changer for that reason. I'm feeling a lot more in control of my health because of that. And there's a new thing that I want to do, which is to get a blood test, a functional health blood test, and see where all of my biomarkers. It's something that I'm definitely saving up for right now. So if you're one person who really likes tracking, you can probably relate with some of these benefits. And honestly, they make achieving your health goals so easy. When you have clarity and you have a picture of things, you can just you can reach those goals. And that does come with precaution. Of course, too much of everything is not a good thing. So yes, you can get on the obsessive side with tracking and with making things perfect. And I think that is a dark side about it. But I think at that point when you're starting to stress over these things is a good sign to let go and to not worry, to just let it go and just be. That did happen to me with the Aura Ring at some point when it was tracking my stress, and I was getting obsessed with the stress. I was like, why am I so stressed all the time? I just stopped looking at it completely, lived my life, and just used it as a reminder to listen to your body and just being aware of your stress levels, your recovery, having that readiness score in the morning, like you got this much sleep, maybe you should take it easy today, or you can tackle all your tasks, whatever is available. But I just think that health tracking has so many benefits. So if you do any kind of tracking, let me know in the comments. Let me know what your personal preferences are. And now I'm going to talk about calorie counting. So when I calorie count, now I do it based off of the calories I'm kind of burning throughout the day. And I am also very particular about the foods that I choose. I don't want to spike my blood sugar because it has some negative impact and effects when you're doing that all the time. So I will kind of plan out my meals in advance. I had mentioned this in other videos, but I'll eat my first meal of the day and then I'll kind of log the other ones on the phone just to have it ready. I don't have to stick to it, but it's a system to give me some sense of predictability. And that alone goes pretty far. I know where I'm at. I know what's working for me, what's not. Another thing to track that I think is so beneficial for health is blood glucose. At the moment, I have a finger prick monitor, but I want to try out a blood glucose monitor just to see what my body is sensitive to and what brings it up, what brings it down, am I in a healthy range, and just monitor like what is the body feeling through these changes. Maybe what am I feeling as a result? Blood glucose is a very important biomarker. It's and insulin resistance has been shown to be linked to so many different diseases, and that's something that we have so much control over. So being able to monitor that is so helpful, and just having that sense of reassurance, that sense of certainty to know where the numbers are at, where you're at. You can make small choices now to make these small choices, they compound over time and they add up immensely to benefit your health. So that's just a short message of some examples that I've been doing to track my health. What are yours? What would you like to share about any insights, any ways that this has helped you? And thank you for listening. It's nice to see you all, and I will talk to you next time.